What the fuck was that? 6 points out of six, but I'm not conformed. I'm not pleased with any of these two performances. Two set piece goals last night. We had two more against the Dominican Republic in the opening game. A center back in Cesar Montes is our top scorer right now. There's absolutely no creativity up top, no link up play. We cannot score from open play for some weird reason. And this has been going on for quite some time now, even before this tournament started in some of the friendlies. So I'm definitely starting to get a bit worried since we're heading into the third game against Costa Rica that we're fighting for first place. Don't get me wrong, I still think we're the favorite to the tournament. There should be no change in that. I still think we could comfortably win this tournament, but just the way we've been playing in these games has me questioning a lot of decisions, has me questioning Vasco a little bit, maybe the team setup. He did change a couple things for this game against the Suriname, but still, man, it's not working, is it? Something else has to change, and I don't even know what it is no more. Maybe the formation, we have to switch to one striker. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think one positive change was that he did bring Marcel Ruiz into the midfield, and I thought the midfield did look a little better, but we're still lacking a lot of creativity. And I think it comes down to the wingers, bro. We need natural wingers. Like Piojo and Alexis Vega for me they're not like out and out wingers. Like they're more like creators, more probably fit better as a 10. Since they like to drift inside a lot, we don't have any like our attacking fullbacks are not very good. Like Israel Reyes is not very good going forward. Like he's more defensively. So you're not really getting attack on the right wing. And then on the left, I mean Gallardo, he's all right. He's
No, his
decent at
crossing,
attacking, but I think
his play up top is so shit. It actually pisses me off.
yeah. So I'd rather have like a Mateo Chavez like at left back and play with like again. But I rather just play with more natural wingers, bro. Like I would rather start with Chino Huerta. I mean, we don't really have that many like options really off the bench for a winger. That's probably one of our weakest points. Like maybe hopefully between now and the World Cup, like maybe a Camberos can step into that role, or I have no idea. But it's either that or we can't play with two strikers. But I know everyone wants to, and I feel like
I don't think we can
I
anymore
mean
either.
like Santi and Raul, I think are too good to have one of them on the bench, but it's not working when your wingers and midfield is just not creative, when your fullbacks aren't creative. So it's almost like they're kind of wasting their time up there. I really want this two formation thing to work, but I think we might work better as just having a 10 in there. But the only natural 10 we really have, I would say, is Gil Mora. And is he willing to give him that chance? Like, is he willing to like test him out in the Gold Cup and see what he can do? 'Cause I saw a few shots on Twitter saying like we need someone in there that can like ping the ball like left and right and
That's
like
him,
create
man.
something through the middle. Because we're not creating anything, bro. Like anything. Like all of our chances have to do with either a set piece or the other team making a mistake. Like that's it. Like nobody else is doing anything. Like it's very rare that we've had like an open chance where like maybe one of our strikers missed or something, but I don't know what it is. Like, I really want the two striker formation to work, but I don't know. It's not so far. It's not been positive signs at all. I mean, what they've one goal between them, Raul and Santi, and
Yeah.
then and you could tell Santi wasn't just the problem because Quinones played last night. He started the game. He did nothing at all either. So it's like we've played three strikers, and between them, they have one goal. Like so, I don't know.
Well, the good thing is about this two striker formation thing, we were begging for it. All fans were begging for it. Heading into the Nations League, and we got it. That's the good thing about Vasco. We actually got it, and we've had it till this point. So we see it's not working to our favor, to how we want it to look, which is a good thing. Vasco at least tried it out. Now that we see it doesn't work, I think now we should change it up. I think now,
Well, I'm not ready to say it hasn't completely not worked. Like it's not working so far.
but
Like,
I don't
but
think it's working. Yeah, we don't know how to
I think
play
he
it.
needs to tweak like something. Like he needs to like whether that means we play with more natural wingers or that means we play with no wingers at all and we have two strikers and a 10 behind them with like three midfielders, like almost like a diamond. I remember Prime Chile used to play with this. Like they'd have no wingers. They would play with two strikers and then like Cam, two center mids, and a CDM. Maybe that's the way.
You gotta have good fullbacks for that. And
Exactly. So
Gallardo is
maybe that's
so
the way. Like
ass.
playing like that, like a midfield diamond, but then you having Mateo Chavez on the as a left back, or maybe a Julian Araujo or Huescas on the as a right back. Obviously, Huescas not in this tournament, but more attacking fullbacks, and that's where you get your width. Like I don't know, but I feel like I'm not ready to completely abandon the two striker formation because I feel like there is other ways to go about it, not just the 4-4-2. But if Vasco's only gonna do 4-4-2 and it's not working, then yeah, we do need to change it. But I do believe we should at least try playing with a 10 and two strikers, see what happens. Like, and if that doesn't work either, then fuck it, we can't play with two strikers, and it is what it is.
All right, so maybe some of the positives so far. I think Marcel Ruiz, instant impact. Just so much more active than the other guy. I'm not even going to want to say his name. So much more active, wins the ball back, his passing, his distribution. He actually goes up front, takes shots. He had like 3 shots yesterday. Another positive is Cesar Montes, a center back that is always getting slandered, especially by other creators within this space. I won't say their names, but people prefer to put Edson Alvarez as center back or Cesar Montes. Do you guys not watch the sport? Or why would you guys prefer to play a CDM that's not a natural center back in a big tournament before a World Cup? That makes absolutely no sense. Glad to see Cesar Montes score both of our goals. And he scored another goal in the opening game, so he's definitely a starter. And there we go again with another clean sheet when Johan Vasquez and Cesar Montes are both starting together. Another positive, I think that's pretty much it from the game. I'm not even going to lie.
I would say other positives, if there is some, is the fact that okay, so Vasco has not been good so far. Like I don't think he's been like perfect or anything, but at least you see he is willing to change things. I've seen with Jimmy Lozano, with Tata Martino, with Diego Coca, all these previous managers, it will not work, and it will stick with the exact same 11 every single game. At least with El Vasco, like this guy will come out like in a press conference saying like, "Oh, I didn't like how I'm not going to say names, but I don't like how these 3 played," and he'll yank those 3 out for the very next game. Like Charlie he wasn't even on the bench yesterday.
Thank
Like,
God, man.
I think he completely might have discarded him. I think he might have been one of the ones he was talking about when he said in the press conference, like, "Oh, it surprises me how like some guys can be so good for their club, and then they get here and their level drops like crazy."
That's his perfect representation of that fool.
Yeah, and like and exactly like, and then he wasn't even on the bench. So I think that he might have been talking about him. We might have seen the end of Chad Rodriguez. Hopefully, please, especially because in Marcel Ruiz's 2 games that he's played for Mexico, like in this cycle, like he's been very very good.
Night and day.
So I would say that's a positive that Vasco does see. When he does see that there's problems, he will at least try something new. He hasn't been able to figure it out yet, so I can't give him an A. Like he hasn't like found the solution to the problem, but at least he's willing to like he notices the problem and he's willing to like make adjustments. I'm just saying I hope his next adjustment is like I don't know, maybe introducing a Gil Mora, introducing a Efra, someone who's a 10. Like someone and maybe with 2 strikers with a 10, maybe with no wingers or maybe with more attacking fullbacks, something.
I think I'm just starting to realize too. Well, maybe not now. Starting to realize I've always known this about Vasco. The guy isn't a good. He's not a good like tactician or nothing. He's not a guy that is known for his beautiful playing style. His team links up so well, creates so many goals. I think this is just what we have to fucking deal with, man. This guy is just a great. What's the word? He's great at managing. Great at putting who to start. Great at knowing who to bench, keeping everyone in place. But when it comes to this guy actually like setting up his team when it comes to creating, he's just mid. This has always been the case with him. Just look at all the teams he's managed throughout his career as well.
Yeah, I would say he's definitely more like of a motivator / like he'll get like the best out of you like for trying.
Yeah,
like he'll make his players play with pride, but like he might not maybe not gonna play. He's not gonna make them play like Prime Barcelona or anything. But like he'll at least have them playing for the badge. So I mean, that's pretty much what we got until I guess Rafa takes over in after 2026. But yeah, there's not very many positives. I mean, we won 6 out of 6 points, but it doesn't really like you said, it has not been convincing at all. Like 4 out of our 5 goals have been from a set piece.
Yeah.
Like the one time we did link up, it looked very good when Santi gave that assist to Raul, but there has not been enough of that. And now I think against Costa Rica in our final group game, it's gonna be a very tough game because Costa Rica's kind of the same way as us right now. Like they're also 6 out of 6 points, but they also have not looked convincing. They've been losing in both of their games. They had to come back and win. But that game's going to be pretty much for the group, and I could decide like if you have to play like Canada right away or a USA right away, or like some other random little team. So this is a very important game against Costa Rica. I think it's going to be a dogfight in Vegas. Andre will be there.
Yo.
So I don't know.
If you guys are going to that Vegas game, Costa Rica, let me know in the comments so you guys could I could try to interview you guys if I see you guys. Now let's get into the preview of that game real quick. I think Piojo Herrera most definitely wants to beat us. I don't think there's anything else in his life right now that he wants to do than beat Mexico, and it's valid. I think it's going to be a very tough game. If for some reason we end up smacking Costa Rica the way that I wanted these guys to smack DR and Suriname, I'm actually going to be pretty upset. But
Wait, why?
because this is just something I expected way earlier. Like, why all of a sudden when it would just piss me off, but obviously we'd win. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, this is to play for the first place in the standings. We should win. I'm not. I think it'll be like a 2-1. I'll say 2-1 Mexico.
I'm going to go with a 1-0 Mexico. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I feel like every time we play Costa Rica, we usually get the upper hand, but it is usually always a very close game. I do think Piojo Herrera sees this as his Super Bowl, as his, like, I don't know, he wants to get revenge on Mexico, like, really, really bad, I could tell. And Costa Rica in general, just like, we're always beating them, so I'm sure, like, they're very, very motivated to beat us. I think it'll be a very tight game, but I do think we'll win 1-0 and win the group.
I'm very curious to see the lineup.
It's kind of funny because Costa Rica's top goal scorer is Manfred Ugalde with 3 goals, who's their forward, and then our top goal scorer is a center back who's going to be marking him, Cesar Montes, with 3 goals. So that's going to be a very interesting matchup. This could be like the make or break game because if we have a convincing, like if Vasco changes the system, adds new players to the lineup, maybe like I said, hopefully throws in a Gil Mora or an Efra or someone creative in there, or like more like a Mateo Chavez or Araujo, and it works and we look very good, then I'll be very confident heading into the knockout rounds. But if he doesn't really change much, or like the changes didn't work and we struggle against Costa Rica, God forbid we don't win, then I don't know if I'm as confident as us going to go all the way to win this tournament.
Yeah, I think if Gil Mora doesn't play Sunday, then I think that was his last chance of playing this tournament, because there's no way he's going to get subbed in the knockouts. I really hope it doesn't happen, because like I keep telling you, as soon as a kid gets subbed in, the fans are going to want to keep him in for the remainder of the tournament. So, and that's just the player we need. That's just the player we need, man. I don't know why Vasco's so, like, blind, man. Don't be blind just because he's 16.
I don't want him to play just because he's 16 and like, oh, because he has a great future. No, like I genuinely think he could like help the team. There's nobody else with his profile in the team. And he even said it in a press conference. He knows. It's like, bro, like you're playing out wide with no attacking mid, and 2 games in a row, even though Marcelo Ruiz was a huge improvement, it didn't work. Like we need someone creative in there. And like you need someone that's like gonna be like in the middle, roaming around in behind like the forwards, like connecting the midfield to the attack. And he's the only one that can do that, and he does it very well in Liga MX.
I mean, who's the one that gave him the opportunity? An ex-Mexico manager that's managed Mexico in a World Cup, Juan Carlos Osorio. He's the one that basically made Gil Mora. Even the current coach at Cholos right now, Loco Abreu, in the press conferences, he's like praising this kid crazy, like, oh, I've played at this many teams and all that, and I've rarely seen players like him. Like, at his age, he's just very active, always asking for the ball. You forget he's 16. It's crazy. But that's why it frustrates me, man. I'm like, bro, play the kid. Just last 10 minutes or something. Give him the chance, because you're not going to look back. Really not.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. And I think you might see that either good or bad against Costa Rica, because Costa Rica does know how to park the bus, for sure. So we might struggle the entire game, and because he doesn't play him, we end up drawing or losing. Or if he does take the chance, I mean, we can. I think we'll unlock the freaking key to the perfect lineup, bro. Like literally, like we'll have Mora in behind like a Santi and Raul, and I think that would feed generations, man. Not even joking.
I know there's fucking barely any Cholos fans. If you guys want to see what I mean about what this kid could bring to the team, go to Gilberto Mora on YouTube versus Atlas. I think it was the season before the last one in the repechaje to go into Liga, which we ended up winning. He started that game that we needed to win, and he was easily man of the match. Easy. Just go to that game, and you guys will know what I'm talking about as to what he could bring to his team. That's exactly what I see if he gets subbed in. But like I said, if he doesn't get subbed in on Sunday, it's over. And I'm most likely, if I get access to the post-match press conference, I'm going to ask Vasco, why this is happening, bro. This is not fair at all. But let us know in the comments what you guys think of the 2 games so far, and obviously your predictions to the Costa Rica game this Sunday. Let me know if you guys will be there. I will be there. Hopefully I can see some of you guys. And yeah, drop a like. Leave a comment like I just said. Subscribe for the best Mexican footy content on the planet. Hit the post notifications. Click the links down below to join all of our platforms and talk to us on Discord. And we'll catch you guys next video.
Peace.